what we got. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Just gonna wait for people to hop in. All right. Okay, please like and subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Just want to see what's going on. Can we get some focus, please? Oh, and my phone is still on the table. Alright. Just getting started here. Haven't even done anything yet, so. Alright. If anybody wants to get us started, feel free. We'll be here for a couple hours today. Honestly, not sure about the rest of the week because your girl has to find a job and work and stuff like a normal person. So I will keep you guys posted for the rest of the week. But anyway, yeah. We're just going to hang out until we get questions, I guess. Yeah, if any of you guys were waiting for me on Friday, I'm so sorry about that. You know, I felt kind of trashy on Wednesday, and then I skipped that, and then Friday just wasn't the best of weeks, but that's okay. Things happen. Oh, hello, my friend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Do you have any questions? Oh, thank you, my friend. I do. I am. After the weekend to kind of rest and recoup, I'm 100% again, which is great. Why isn't TL reaching out to you? Let's find out. So I'm not sure if you have joined us for any readings before, but I use my Prism Oracle for like a lot of stuff like this, just because they do have more so like feelings and vibes and overall kind of, you know, just the general energy. I feel like sometimes in some cases it's not necessarily better than tarot, but easier to interpret. So I like any readings that I do, I like, you know, to make sure that everybody knows what the reading is, you know, because a lot of times with tarot, not everybody knows all the tarot meanings. So we have releasing pain, which is good. But anxiety and ideation, which is like looking up to people. So let's see. Just move things out of the way. All right. Please ignore your calls, about to block them for good. Ooh, I feel that. Sometimes, honestly, it's for the best when that happens. You know, sometimes people's energy just isn't right. Yep, free read is open here. We're just doing a donation link is in the description if you feel like it. But we also have determination here as well. So we have anxiety, ideation, letting go of pain, and determination. So if you guys had an argument a couple weeks ago, you know, we could have some issues there. We do have trust, though. So perhaps for this argument that you guys had, you know, maybe there was, you know, somebody's eyes got opened up to how they need to change. Let's see. Let's get a couple more here. What's going on with T.O.? Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Passion is upside down, and we have growth upside down. So, sorry, I just want to be sure you guys can see all the cards that we have. Okay. So with this, okay. So they want to be released from pain. They're sensing no growth and no passion. So passion and growth are lacking, which are two very important aspects of a relationship. So let's see. He's ignoring. Okay. But we have determination, ideation, and anxiety. So he's nervous, but trust is still there. So he still values your opinion and you as a person. But I think right now he just needs time. Yeah, rejection. So, strength and happiness. Okay, so he's thinking that, okay. All right. So basically, he's thinking that if he rejects you, it's going to make him happier and stronger, but that's not necessarily the case. You do ease his pain, but there are things that he still wants to grow on in himself, and things he's passionate about that maybe you don't have the drive for. Like maybe he really likes the gym and you hate the gym, and that's totally fine. But so there are, you know, a couple of issues here, but he does trust you. He's determined to make this better. There is anxiety, maybe, you know, maybe in their eyes, they get, you know, talked to a lot. Maybe they're, maybe you're one of those friends that kind of like says your opinion thinking it's like for the better, but they're taking it extra personally and it's making them uncomfortable. And they're just like uncomfortable in their own self, and when it's pointed out to them, it like shakes them up a little bit. Yeah. If he has been depressed, so sometimes depression can go either way, honestly. It's usually one of two ways. I have very bad depression myself, like, and to the point where I will spend days in bed and like have to kick my own ass to get up. But anyway, I feel like sometimes, like, when he is doing good and has, like, the strength to, like, go out and, like, be a person in society, like, hang out with people, be social, that's when he'll hear something that makes him go right back to that depression mind state. And it kind of internalizes in him, and he's like, oh, well, maybe I should worry about this. Maybe this isn't good enough, or maybe that's not great. And, you know, he takes it personally, way more personally than he should. Yeah. So I think right now he does need that time to grow himself. I don't know how old he is or anything, but I feel like he's still kind of in, like, the learning about himself stage to an extent. Men also do tend to take a little bit longer with this than women do. So women mentally can be, like, a little bit more progressive, like, oh, I house and kids and yada, yada, yada. But a guy's like, oh, I really like cars, so I'm going to spend 5 years looking about cars and fuck the rest of my life. But, you know, I can see that right now he needs to find the growth in himself, the passion in himself, and release any pain by himself. He's determined to do this. It makes him nervous, but he looks up to this connection and where it was, where it can be. But right now he's in that I need to reject this other energy so that way I can grow stronger and happier in myself. So hopefully that fits and works well. That's what I'm picking up from that. So honestly, just give him some time. He'll come back, and you guys will rekindle things later on. But right now is the best time for both of you to just kind of do your own thing yourself. You're welcome, my friend. All right, here I have your question. You got, what does my best friend feel about me lately? I feel like he had feelings but is holding back too much. Ooh, juicy. Okay. Alright, so what is he feeling? What is he feeling? Here. Whoa. So anxiety just jumped from my deck again. I'm sure you guys saw that. And I'm going to turn this over. No rest. Interesting. So he is, like, very worried about something to the point where, like, it's impacting sleep. Magic. Interesting. Hi, Claudia. You can absolutely ask. Benita, your question will be next. I'm going to go in the same order that they come in the chat, okay, guys? And just like last week, we are going to do, like, one at a time. So if you have, like, a 2-part question or something, ask the question, and then I'm going to go, like, to the next person, and then I'll come back, and then whatever. Because I just want everybody to get an even turn. You know, make sure it's all equal. Oh, boy. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's all the deck. I'm not going to take that. We'll take that one card. All right. So we have comfort and passion, which is great. We also have stop and magic, love, rest, upside down, flow, and anxiety. So I'm just going to move all of this extra out of the way. So with this, I'm seeing let's see. Whatever it is, he's very, like, nervous about it, and it's keeping him up at night. You know, just restlessness. Hey, Em, how you doing? I'm good. You know, good weekend, very restful. Back to my old self. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I feel like he's holding back because he doesn't want it to get too... So there's passion, there's love, there's comfort, there's flow, and there's magic. There's literally everything that you could possibly want right here, but we still have anxiety and no rest and the stop sign. So that has me like, he is definitely stopping because I think he's just nervous about it. He is just like so nervous that it's keeping him up. Like he doesn't want to do anything wrong or like screw up the friendship or like anything. If you guys are friends right now, and then, yeah, you guys are, yeah, you said you guys are best friends, but, so he does have that connection, but he doesn't want to ruin, like, your actual friendship with a relationship, because that can actually happen, too. And not gonna lie, I was very nervous about my own relationship because we were friends. First, we talked for like 10 months before we started actually dating. So things, you know, you have one connection, you wonder if you change the connection, how could that go? I think right now it's just kind of trust the process, because we have, sorry, I just want to zoom in here. Yeah, I think right now he's just trying to, he's figuring out if he wants to actually do the relationship thing or just continue with the best friend thing. So that can be confusing energy, but I think, you know, maybe you gotta be subtly flirty with him in this case. You know, bat the eyelashes, give him a sideways glance and like a little smile. You know, put your cooties out there and let him like the cooties. But I think that's what's up. Alright. Alright, Benita, you're up. What are Group Pete's next actions towards you this month? Let's find out. Alright. So, Benita and Pete. Let's see what we got. Oh, confidence. And success. That one, I saw that flip in the air. Energy. Oof. Okay. Energy, confidence, and success. I'd say that's pretty darn good so far. You know, maybe you'll see each other a lot. We have frustration and space, though. And what's this last one? Sweetness. Interesting. Okay. So I think this is going to go well so long as you're not like wanting to spend every single second together. You guys definitely still need like some space and you time to do whatever you want. Because maybe one of you needs to like recharge a lot, and if that's not happening, that's going to be an issue. But if, yeah, frustration with the space is going to impact the sweetness. So, with this, oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, fear. They're afraid that if they don't get their own space as well, and vice versa, same thing with you, like everybody needs to have like kind of their own me time to recharge, and without that, they're scared that they're not going to get that time to recharge, but they know they're strong enough to do whatever they have to do. Oh, whoa. Okay, consciousness and mystery. So, as long as you're being mindful of the connection, I see nothing wrong. Like, you guys have lots of energy, like success, sweetness, confidence. Like, those are all good things that you want to have. But it's just having a conscious effort that you also matter, your space matters, and your own personal time matters. So you do have to come through and be mindful of, you know, when you guys are spending time together, how long it's been and whatnot. Yeah, let's see. So if you cut him off last month, different states. So in that regard, I think it's more so you're both frustrated that you're having a lot of space, but you're both also kind of like enjoying the time to yourself, if that makes sense. But if you cut him off, let's see about that connection. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, no anxiety, but also no protection. And then let's see what this last one. But illumination. So it's opening your eyes. Like the space apart is opening both of your eyes to like what you actually need from the other person in life and in general. So right now I see that it's, you know, maybe there's still going to be some more space and, you know, no talking and whatnot, but I think in time this could be rekindled. But I think right now is honestly the best thing for both of you is just to enjoy your you time and do some self-healing and, you know, look inward and see what you have to work on, and they need to see what they have to work on. But I think right now it is still kind of up in the air with this mystery. Like, you know that you need space for a reason. It's just accepting that you need that space and choosing what you do with that time to yourself. Okay, hope that helped. All right. Let's see. Who is next? Oh, not attachments. Okay. What do we got? All right, let's see how Manny's doing. And Claudia, I did see that you asked if you can ask a question. You absolutely can. But I will preface that with no. So you're gonna be next, Claudia. I'm gonna do Me's question next. So M is next. And then let's see. Let's do. Alright, M wants to know about Manny and Autumn. Let's see. Alright, so for M, that flipped over. I saw that. Okay. No rejection. They do have trust, flow, and faith. And then whoa. Alright, I need one more. So this one, okay. Okay, so for M, what I did for you is I kind of just did like one row per person. I know that you've been, you know, back and forth for a while. So for Manny, I have no rejection, trust, flow, and faith. So it seems like that connection is just kind of doing the same thing that it has been doing, just kind of going along day by day. Nothing really seems like any feathers have been ruffled or anything like that. However, with Artem, we have stop, determination, love, no caution, and no reflection. So, for this, what I think is going on is that maybe okay, so are things with Artem just kind of going like full steam ahead, like no pausing, like just going for it. Because if that's the energy I'm getting like full steam ahead, like no caution, no reflection. So they're not really listening to any like warning signs or like reflecting about anything. And stop came out sideways here. So I think it's more so stop, you know, you have to take a pause and reflect and, you know, listen to your body, listen to your intuition and everything, listen to the connection, you know, with everything that you guys are doing together. And just kind of stop and reassess and see if there's anything maybe you need to speak up about or that went a little weird. But I see everything with Manny is fine. Like, that's just kind of been going the same way it has been. Right. So, if he's more work, that's, I think, what's going on here. I just got movement also upside down. So this is like stop, don't move, wait, reassess. And I'm pretty sure we determined like a little while ago, like a couple weeks ago, that like I think Manny is long term and Artem is like more here for a good time. So if it's I would just take a pause and reassess internally. You know, be friendly and everything, but don't, comfort just flew out. You have to make sure that you are comfortable either way. Like, you have to be comfortable here and here, regardless of what you're choosing. Gotcha, good Chime person. Fair enough. Either way, you got to put yourself first in this situation. You need to come first with this comfort. But Manny seems like everything's just been kind of the same way. All right. Let's see. The next question we have is from Navroop. All right, second trip. Let's see. Alright. So Navroop, let's see what we got. You're so welcome, Em. Honestly, sometimes the best thing that we can do is self-reflection. Because we are what we put out into the world. Whatever we think and whatever in our own minds, yes, it is important, but what's truly matters is, like, you know, we impact everybody around us, whether we know it or not. And sometimes you need to take, you know, we have to take our own steps back in our own breath and, like, reassess how we're doing before we go back out there. You know, just to kind of check in with yourself. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. Like, it is what it is. All right. Claudia, I do see your responses, but I haven't seen any questions come through from you. So, you know, you are totally next if you want to ask something. All right. All right. All right. You have confidence, no anxiety, rest, surrender. No mystery. And I do have the death card, but I take this as new beginnings. That's not necessarily like somebody's gonna die. Like, this is new beginnings to me. All right. Man, I am throwing cards today, huh? No rejection. So with this, Okay. There's confidence. We have no anxiety. We have rest, which are good things. We have new beginnings. We have surrender, which is like give something up for something else. We have no mystery and no rejection. So, I would like to pull one more card, actually. If I can just get one more, or two, that's fine. Okay. Magic, but no balance. Interesting. Sorry, I just want to be sure you guys can see everything. So somebody has to have a new beginning in order for this to work. Somebody has to basically like rebloom in themselves to have this be a good connection. Claudia, I can see your comments, but I don't see any, I don't see that you have asked a question, basically. I see a separate question mark, and then thank you, but I don't see that you have asked a question. But anyway, what I was saying, so we have, somebody has to have a new beginning in order for this to actually work. There is confidence, like individually, like you guys are great. You know, there's rest, there's no nerves here, like this is an easy connection, but somebody has to do something new. Like it has to be almost like seeing something from a totally new perspective. They know there's not going to be any rejection here, but there is an imbalance. So something is off that needs to be fixed in order to have this magic. But it is a good connection. And then mystery overall, like you guys both know what has to be solved. So it's just a matter of working on it, if that makes sense. And we do have creativity here. So there needs to be a creative solution to whatever this issue is. But right now, it feels like more friendship to me than romantic. But just work on how you guys are together before you progress the relationship you guys have, before you take it to the next level. Just do some reassessing. And I don't think it's you. I think it's them. I think they have to do their whole new beginning first. Okay? Cool. Okay. Some good readings today, guys. My goodness. Alright, let's see where we go. Alright, so the next question, I don't have any. Yes, Smriti, you can totally ask. I'm so sorry, I know I absolutely butchered your name. But yes, absolutely. And don't forget, guys, if your reading resonated with you, drop a like, and if you're not subscribed already, subscribe, because we're out here. We do lives for a few hours, like almost every day, whenever I can. Alright. Does anyone select me for the chemistry job? Let's find out. Will you be selected for the chemistry job? Oh my god. We're gonna stop right there, because that just flew out everywhere. Okay. We have ideation, success, energy, love, we do have sweetness and new beginnings upside down. So, right now, I'm seeing yes, you will. It's going to be very energetic, very awesome. You're going to love it. But then in time, something is going to happen where, like, something shifts into, like, an old habit. Well, that's bad phrasing. Not necessarily an old habit, but, like, something that you've been through before is gonna repeat in this situation. And it's not gonna be the best time. But, like, overall, it's going to be great, you're going to get it, you're going to love it, but then some aspect of this job is going to resemble, like, a job you just left, and that's going to feel yucky to you. But otherwise, it's going to be great. Like, honestly, I think you should stay in it, whatever this is. Like, this doesn't seem like a huge deal. It's kind of like, ugh, maybe you have a coworker that has, like, the same attitude as somebody you hated at the old place, you know, but it's just that one person. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I'll deal with that if I'm going to love all of this else. Right. So yeah, overall, yes. Definitely just take people with a grain of salt, because you never know. You know, especially if it's like a new job and you're just meeting people, you don't know people's true intentions until you've been there for a little bit. All right. Sweetie, you're up. Oh, no, that was your reading. So I hope that was good. You're very welcome, my friend. Honestly, it's like good vibes, but like it's really just going to be like one person that like gives you the wrong kind of vibes. But overall, very good. All right. So yes, all right. So this one's for Can. We're gonna do a reading on Ryan, how he's feeling towards you. And new subscriber, liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. All right. So how is Ryan feeling? Expensive. Ryan's feeling expensive with this abundance. Ooh. Okay. First ghost of the day, friends. Those of you who have been here, you know, my ghost is my little spiritually connected. So you are being protected. Somebody's watching over this connection. It's a divine connection. So, however, you can also have friendships that are divinely connected. So we're going to keep going on to this. There is magic and abundance. Confidence. Those literally came out the last time. I know it. Those did not shuffle. But confidence, I will take that. Let me just... Okay, now those cards are not too... Okay, creativity. I feel like this is more of like a work relationship. Like, I feel like it's more of like a starting a business together. But let's see. Success and energy. So, are you guys going to school for the same thing? Are you guys like in college together or something, learning the same classes right now? Because that's what it feels like. Claudia, I can see you now. I could see before as well. I just did not see that you had asked a question. That what you had sent, so Claudia, what you sent before was just like, you know, hi, LOL, can you see me, all separate messages. You never asked an actual question. So once you have an actual question, I'm more than happy to answer that for you. All right, so, okay, if you asked, I'm so sorry, I didn't see it. Oh no. Okay. I'm reading your messages as they come through right now, so if you ask, I'll totally see it, even if it gets deleted. Okay, but, so in regards to Ryan, this is like, I feels more like, oh, I just dropped one. Let's see. Yeah, Faith. So this feels like, it feels like more of a, feels like more of a work connection almost. Like, if you guys are, but love and faith is here. So, like, that also, this feels like such a long-term reading, though. See, for me, it feels like it's going to end up being like a business connection. Like, maybe you guys will start a business together. And you're gonna like love what you do. There's gonna be like a lot of energy behind it. And maybe there will be like a flirtationship, but I'm not sure if it's a love connection. Because with this abundance, creativity, and magic, and energy and stuff, like with confidence, like this feels more businessy to me. Right. You can ask as many questions as you want, as long as it's not like a 5-part question. Like, ask one question, wait for somebody else, and then ask another one is totally fine. Okay. So, Claudia, I see that you're asking about Isaac. Now, let me ask you this. Have you guys contacted each other since my last reading? Because I don't see any progress with Isaac until you guys like talk to each other in some regard. There's not going to be a different outcome until you guys have some form of contact. So if you guys have contacted each other, I'm more than happy to read that. But otherwise, I'm going to wait until there has been some contact with you guys, because that result is not going to change in the meantime. If he's with another family and another kids, as I have said before, that's just not. All right. Yeah, he's very mad. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So for Claudia, that's a chunk. We do have frustration. We have no peace. We do have trust. Isolation. Whoa. Sweetness, reflection, comfort, ideation, and stop. We got the stop sign. Now, with this, yeah, we have frustration, no peace, trust, ideation, stop. Okay. Right now, I think this is basically telling us that I feel like right now this is Spirit telling you stop, to just don't, because Isaac is causing you now way more trouble than he's worth. You have frustration, you have, putting your ideas and trust into the wrong spot, no peace, there's isolation, like you're being forced to be by yourself and reflect on everything, but you're also enjoying your me time to the best extent that you can. Right. So I think with life, if he's just upset with life, like, he's kind of in a sticky situation because he's got you on the side, but then he also has the family. So he's kind of realizing that everything that happened is his own fault. Like, he did this to himself. He made himself mad. There's nothing that he can do or say to anyone to change that. It is what it is at this point. It happened, it's done, it's over. However, he has to, spend time by himself and reflect if he really wants to get back to the sweetness and the comfort. But also, let me just pull one more, because I really, okay. Yeah, we have success upside down and magic upside down. So he's just feeling like a failure, like he doesn't have anywhere to go or anything to do anymore. Like he's just kind of stuck in his own head. And this stop here is like he just wants to just take everything away. Like he's just doesn't want to do any of it anymore with you know, life, career, family, any of it. He's lost his magic. He doesn't know himself anymore. He feels unsuccessful. Everything is happening like rapid fire to him, you know, thing after thing after thing. So I think right now, his own anger is his own problem right now. And yeah, consciousness. He is upside down. He's not even like thinking about what he can do to be better. Like he's just wallowing in self-doubt. And that's not a good energy that you yourself want to be around either. I can't make this up. I don't know if you guys, I know you heard those cards fall out, but we just had cleanse and anger. So until he gets rid of that on his own time in his self, I don't see anything else that needs to be done. Let him come back to you, but also don't go chase him. Let him do his thing, because he needs to just refocus himself and life and everything. He needs a complete overhaul of his entire life. And he sees that, and he recognizes that now, but he's in like the self-wallowing stage of it. You know, you go through the stages of grief. There's depression, anger, sadness, you know, something else, and acceptance and whatever. So he's in like that depression and sadness stage. So no, I know. No, I'm chasing him. Yeah, don't chase him. Literally don't. Like, you need to stop contact. Honestly, like, I wouldn't. Exactly. Yes, you're totally right. Chasing makes it worse, especially if like this is, so Isaac is a person that has another family, another woman, and kids with the other woman. So he needs to spend his focus on that and get himself back on that track. So that's, don't chase. Don't let him come to you when he's done figuring out all of his stuff. Because if you put yourself in this energy, that's only going to make you more upset and you more, you know, pissed off at the situation. So, take your time. Focus on you, girl, okay? Just get all these here. Alright, who is next? Alright. S, you're up. Will your boss put things in order in regards to a person at work giving you drama? Good question. Let's see. Have faith. How will the boss do his boss job with this person being a shithead? No movement, so interesting. So if this person is going for a promotion or something, they're definitely not getting it. Oops, I'm just throwing cards today. Intuition. So they've been sensing this about that same person for a while. They just haven't had any external evidence to like prove their point. Let's see. But like, what's happening to this person? That's odd giant chunk. Happiness. Okay. Happiness, space, but no protection. So, maybe they're going to get moved to like another cubicle or something, or to a different area of the store, but they're not getting promoted. Like, it's not going to like be movement upwards. It's going to be more like a shift to the side. And it's going to be very sweet and very happy for both you and your boss. However, there's no protection here, so maybe the department or wherever they go to, like, doesn't, like, they're just not gonna have the know-how to deal with that person. So they're going to be unprotected from anything that may happen to them over there. Like, they could get fired over there. But over here, like, with you and your group and stuff, they're not going to. But your boss, once they move them to that other department, like, it'll be fine. And we have strength, yeah. So now that your boss has, like, evidence and, like, you know, word of mouth has been backed up from other people, they're gonna totally see that, you know, yeah, this person is an actual problem. Let's get him out of this section and somewhere else. So yeah, that's good stuff. It's always fun to see people get what they deserve, right? All right, and butterflies next up. How is Sagittarius currently feeling about me? Let's find out. Alright, and then Pratima will be next after that. So let's do... How is Sagittarius feeling about you? Whoa. Okay, new beginnings, but no magic. How is Sagittarius feeling? Alright, we still have Divinely Connected, though. So maybe they're just not feeling the spark right now. But you do take away their anger, which is a great thing to have. No passion. Interesting. That's like 6 cards, so we're not taking that. Okay, the Sagittarius. No pain. And you look up to each other. And balance. So, I feel like this is a slow build. Like, one of you doesn't have feelings yet. Like, I don't feel like they have feelings yet. Like, there's no magic, no spark, no passion. But they're not angry. Like, you take away their anger. And you bring balance to them. Which is good. They need a new beginning to see this. And unfortunately, I think that new beginning is going to have to be painful for them. Something is going to happen where they're going to, like, be going through it, but you're going to be the one that's there to support them, and they're going to look up to you, and that's what's going to change their thing. And you know what? The new beginning could be anything. This could be something, like, you know, so, you know, it could be big as a car accident or small as dropping ice cream on the sidewalk. Like, it's, whatever it is going to just make them think, oh my goodness. Yeah, so they're going to look up to you and your strength and go from there. And that's what's going to bring into, like, the passion and stuff. But whatever it is, like, they're going to go through something and you're going to be there for them, and that's what's going to trigger it. What else? Can I just get one more? Yeah, reflection. That when that happens to them, they're going to really, like, look back and be like, holy crap, like, they were there for me in those ways every single time, without question. And that's really going to open their eyes to, like, the situation as a whole. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't know how long you're going to have to wait for that. I don't really have a time frame, but it is divinely connected, so it's meant to be. It's going to happen. All right. Alright, Pratima, you are next, my friend. Will my husband return to me and my kids and give love and stability in the relationship? That is a good question. Yeah. Yeah, S, I'm just seeing that it wasn't a store, but either way, I think he's going to be going to, like, another department. Like, if it's a call center, he's going to be going from, like, sales to, like, loans or something, like, some weird thing, like, where he's just not going to be in the same area that you're working in. Alright. Fatima, will my husband return to me and my kids give love and stability in the relationship? Let's find out. Cards. I don't know if it's my cards or my hands today, guys. Like, it's cold in my house, so my hands are kind of like crackly. But either way, these cards are slippy. Okay. So. Okay, so we have trust, pain, anxiety, and movement, as well as no balance, no reflection, no sweetness, and no mysteries. So, I am a person that gives completely honest readings, and if it's not so great, I am going to be honest with you about that. So I have New Beginnings. My death card is sideways. Like, it wasn't upright or upside down, it was totally sideways, which tells me that it's possible both of you have a new beginning to go through. Honestly, I don't see that happening. Just based on this, I don't see that happening. I have trust, pain, anxiety, movement, no mysteries, no sweetness, no reflection, no balance. So that tells me that it's going to be new beginnings for both of you. Yes, there is going to be pain, but trust that you will get through it and you are strong enough to do so. It makes you nervous, but you have this. There is movement. It's not a mystery. So anything that you were curious about before, like if you I'm not saying there was or wasn't, but if maybe you had a feeling about, another person and, them cheating or whatever, that will come to light. It's gonna suck. Sweetness is upside down. It's gonna suck. I'm sorry. But you're not reflecting on this. Not reflecting in this no balance is you possibly being like too in your head about it. It's too, this new beginning is a new opportunity for you to do better and to learn from your mistakes and to learn things, that maybe do things differently from how you did before. And I feel like this reflection balance is not necessarily relationship centric. This is you as a person. How did you before have your finances in order? How did you before have your kids? Like, how can you keep their life in balance as well as yours? Because that's a lot to handle. Especially if you're going through it alone, like you're gonna have to like really like, dig deep and get that strength going. But trust is here. Trust is the very first thing that came out. So like, trust that you have this. And you know what? This is for the betterment of yourself, because you can do things on your own how you want to without him judging you or getting mad at you doing whatever you're doing. You can be completely unapologetically yourself after this new beginning. That's what's going to happen. And you know what? Your kids are ultimately going to thank you for that. I don't know how old they are, but my parents got divorced when I was 8 years old, and honestly, I'm thankful they did. And I'm thankful that they didn't just stay together for the kids, because I would have had to deal with them being pissed off at each other 24/7. Like, and that would have caused me to grow up like very, fight or flight, worse off than I am now. But it's for the best in this situation. It's unfortunate and it is a hurt period in time, but just know that, life is full of ups and downs, and you have to go through those downs to get through those ups. And after you get a really low down, you're gonna get a really high, and it's gonna feel better. And you're gonna say, oh, thank God this happened. And you know, right now, I know that doesn't feel like that because it probably feels like the end of the fucking world, and I'm so sorry about that. But every single day, do something for you, and you know, you matter most in this situation. Yeah, love. Your kids love you no matter what. You know, everybody loves you no matter what. Your family loves you. It's a thing that shakes up the balance of things, but ultimately, you're loved and love wins overall. And if you don't get love from the person that you were with in a relationship with, then that just means that you have passed those stages that you both needed to, you know, go through. You know, the things that you needed each other for, to lean on each other for, have kind of come to pass, and you can kind of stand on your own a little bit. But yeah, unconditional love. You know, always let your kids know that, you know, nothing is their fault. It had everything to do with just you and dad, and that's it. It has nothing to do with you guys at all. Make sure that that is what you tell them, and mean it. And absolutely mean it. Because 90% of the time it is true. It's mom and dad having an issue, and it has nothing to do with the kids. But be confident about it. You know, anything that the kids themselves are going through during this time, like afterwards, you know, they're gonna be like, oh man, well, you know, nothing's gonna work out for me because it didn't work out for mom and dad. But that's not true. You know it's not true. They know it's not true. Everyone knows it's not true. And you have to confidently be there for them and support everything that they do. Even if you think it's weird or stupid or boring or whatever, you support them and be their biggest cheerleader, and they're going to get through this fine. And that's going to ultimately help you as well, because you're going to see them grow, and it's going to be like, wow, I did that. You know? I think that's what's up. Don't get nervous. This is a good thing. This is a great thing disguised as a really shitty thing. All right, I know that was a little long. Anyway. All right, looks like we got Biz next. I am very late on these comments, my friends. I'm so sorry. I haven't been, like, reading everything. Oh my god, Claudia, I'm so sorry. No, I totally was not mad at you at all. At all. I just don't want, you know, I don't want anybody stuck on the same question in their head, like, over and over and over again. So, like, you know, I don't want, you know, I don't want to come off that way. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make sure that you guys had some other interaction, because there wasn't going to be a change in the reading otherwise. But no, you know, I love you so much. Like, I'm so sorry if I came off that way. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, honestly, like, I am very Italian, so anything that sounds like mad is really just, hey, my guy. I'm just very real. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sound upset with anybody, I promise. I'm passionate, not angry. If I were angry, you would know. I promise. I just want to give you guys the best reading as well. So if I'm, like, reading for something that's not really going to have a change, then I don't want anybody to get disappointed with that type of reading either, you know? All right, Shivanji, I do see your question come through. I have several more to answer quick, and then I will get to you in time, but you don't have to keep multiple sending that question. All right, we are on to Biz. Is there any blessings coming to you in the near future from the universe? Let's find out. no isolation, but space and rejection. Yeah, ultimately, I'm not gonna like alter myself for any particular reading. Like, I give you guys 100% of like, you know, me as a person. And, you know, I'm so sorry if I talk any, you know, any which way. I promise I don't mean it. All right, so we have... All right. We have no isolation, but space. No passion, but no rejection. Like, that's just rejection. Faith, creativity, isolation. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, this... Okay, then we have happiness and cleanse. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange this because I think it's supposed to go like this. Okay. See where that's at? Perfect. All right. So we have space, creativity, happiness, rejection, cleanse, no isolation, no faith, and no passion. I think with this, so I think you were just talking like general blessings in the future. So right now you're kind of feeling like there's no passion. You're not really sure what to hope for. You've been kind of by yourself for a little while, but you're not sure what any of that means, and that's okay. So I think you need to cleanse your space, you know, do some cleaning, you know, spiritual cleaning as well. Like if you want to burn an incense or something, totally fine. But also like just kind of like clean up your area. Yeah, cleanse the space. And that's going to help you get, you know, more creative in your own self if you have a clean space to work with. Now, this could also mean space for a project. Maybe you want to do something with like splattering some paint on a wall or whatever, and that could get messy. You're going to need the space for that. So just make sure that you have enough space and room to do the creative things that you want to do. Whatever you do creatively is not going to be rejected. It's going to be accepted by society. People are going to be like, whoa, that's really cool. I don't know if it's going to like boom and take off the first thing, but it's still going to make you happy and confident enough to like keep going with it. So really just kind of know that you're at the end of this feeling. You know, you're not feeling like you have any passion, faith, or, you know, you've been isolated for a while. That's coming to a close as soon as you cleanse everything that you've got. So even if you're using like art tools or whatever, like whatever creative thing that you're going to do, cleanse that stuff too. Because sometimes, like a lot of the time we create when we have certain feelings or energies inside us that we need to get out. So if you like use your paints every time you're angry, that anger is going to kind of be stored there a little bit. You know, obviously not enough, but it's still going to, you know, energy is strange. It flows every which way into every single thing that we do. So cleanse your creativity stuff, your creative stuff as well, just in case. And I feel like ultimately that's going to make you happier. It's going to be better, and that's what's coming up. But you're going to get really creative this month, and that's awesome. And if you do, feel free to share your work. I'd love to see it. Alright. Next up. Alright. Benita asks, what does Gurpreet want to say to me? Alright, let's see. What does he want to say to you? Big chunk. And also, guys, please remember to drop a like and subscribe. I believe, actually, if we are, that'd be awesome. I know I was like super close to 20 followers finally. Oh shit, we did it! 23! Bow, 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 bow. Thank you, friends. Alright, so what does Gurpreet want to say to Benita? Let's find out. Woohoo! Passion, illumination. So they're seeing things different now. You know what? We'll take it. Peace. Strength. And those were literally just there. Let me do one more shuffle. Sadness. And mystery. Okay. So we have passion, illumination, peace, success, and then we have ghost for divinely protected things. Let's see. That's better. Short. We also have sadness, strength, mystery, and rejection. So, So maybe there was something, like whatever fight you guys got in, or like whatever issue it was, like it made them sad, but they have, like they're able to get over it. Whatever it is, like you opened their eyes to something that they were doing or a behavior that they were acting like, and they do want to change that. They're strong enough to do so, but still hearing the initial information, like, kind of made them sad. It's like if you were like, man, you are, oh man, I don't even know what could have been said, but just kind of like an insult. Whatever it was, you said something that insulted them. It made them sad in the beginning, but now they're seeing that you're actually right, and they're doing what they can to do better. This mystery is right side up, so that tells me that they know what the issue is. They know it's no longer a mystery to them, but it's still a little hazy. Like, it's still, like, they have the right idea. It's like right track, wrong train. But we have, yeah, yep, they're gonna come to peace with this and be successful about it. You guys are still divinely protected, but whatever was said, like, initially made them upset, like, oh no, that's not me. If, like, they were, if you told the same thing to a 14-year-old girl, the 14-year-old would probably cry, you know what I mean? But they, like, he's a guy, like, he knows how to get over things, so, like, it's ultimately better, but they're not being a 14-year-old about it. They're being an actual adult and learning from things and doing better and being successful. So, yeah. He just, ultimately, he wants to say that he sees it from your side now. He sees what you mean, and, you know, let's see. The next one. Alright, Shivanji, you're next, my friend. Alright, let's see. Oh, Oh, yeah, Benita, that's right. You savage. Showing him a mirror. Girl. That's awesome, though. I wish I had the balls to do that, my man. Some days. No, Claudia, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I know that, like, I know that you feel connections to him, but sometimes the people that we feel connections to are also the ones that we need space from. We're drawn to them because they feel comfortable. It's just, you know, you want that comfort, but also you know it's wrong, and, you know, things just, I would just wait for him to come to you in this situation, because I feel like the more you go after him, it's just going to get messy. Alright, Shivanji, let's go. Alright, you want Samar's feelings for you. Let's go. Shivanji and Samar. That's too many. These three were out. We have stop, no surrender, and creativity. Interesting. Okay, no balance, but growth and happiness. Frustration and hunger. Okay, so I get it. Okie dokie. So we have all right, we have happiness, frustration, no balance, growth, stop, no surrender, creativity, and hunger. So he does want you. He wants this connection, but the thing is, whatever he has to give up for this connection, like, he doesn't want to. They feel like whatever they have to change is going to throw off their own self for a little while. So that's what's causing them to stop. But if they do give in to this, like they want to, they will be happy. You know, it will be frustrating for them to give up whatever it is. But ultimately it should be done for their happiness and their growth. But yeah, I think whatever it is, they have to give something up that's going to cause them to be upset, and they're going to feel like their life is thrown off for a second, but it's ultimately for the best. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Who's next? I can read it, but I don't think he's coming back soon right now. I don't think he is right now. I know that you are so tied to the soulmate word, but I don't think that is... I would say it's more of a twin flame who is meant to teach you a lesson, but not necessarily meant to stay in your life long term. He's a karmic lesson for you. That's what I feel it is. So if he comes back, then it's you having to relearn a lesson, which is, you know, self-control with, you know, your thoughts and everything. You do have to have some self-control with thoughts and feelings and everything to, yeah, no sweetness right there. Let's see. I don't think so. I think this is something that you need to make a conscious effort to let go of, honestly. Because, you know, I know that you guys do have, you know, a connection, but I don't see it coming back. You have to believe in yourself and your own strength right now. If he does come back, that's you know, him choosing to relive his past, and if you let him, that's you choosing to relive your past. It's about growth and moving forward as we get older, right? That's literally all of life. You have no fear of him, and you are determined. But I don't... The no sweetness here is like, you don't get this candy. You know what I mean? Let's see. Nope. And one more. Isolation. Yeah. I don't see him coming back. Unfortunately. Sorry, friend. There are plenty of really cute guys out there in the world. So hop on, you know, when you feel more like yourself, hop on Tinder or whatever and, you know, have fun swiping. There's nothing wrong with going on some dates for free dinner, honestly. Okay. So Poonam would be next. Amina, feel free to ask whatever, and then I got you as soon as I'm done with Poonam's, okay? Alright. So, Ravi's current feeling for you guys in your marriage, let's find out. Energy. So you guys are like the fun couple. Oh my god, yeah. Okay. So we have energy, magic, success, movement, balance, and sweetness. So I say they pretty damn good overall, honestly. You know, success is here, so that definitely tells us one thing. We have balance and sweetness and movement and happiness, yeah. You guys are like the couple of the family. That's what's gonna happen. It's like energy and happiness and movement. I feel like everybody's gonna be at your house for Sunday dinner type of thing. Like, you're the one that has the Christmas parties. Like, you know, you guys are ultimately gonna be the couple. Which is awesome. Amina, did I totally? Oh, yep, I did. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that, Amina. I got you. Alright, if you should go to Macedonia to visit your father's grave, big brother. Oh my god. Honestly, without even reading, I'm going to totally say absolutely go. Because not only are you going to be, you know, around your father's energy and everything, but, you know, that's still a trip with, like, you know, just a different vibe. It's always good to travel and see different places and experience different things. I think you should. Let's see how it goes. flow and sweetness again. Energy and magic. Ooh. Yeah, no, Amina, you should absolutely go. Something's gonna happen. Like, you're gonna get, like, some signs and stuff. You're gonna actually, like, see the things that you've been seeing and get answers to, like, what signs and symbols he's sending you. Because I feel like he totally is. That was the biggest chunk possible. Stop. Like I said, my hands are very cold and very crinkly today. Anyway. Yeah. You absolutely should go on this trip. What else, though? Yeah. Yeah, so you have been kind of longing to know what he wants to say to you. And you've been wanting this for a very long time because maybe it was an unexpected passing, or even if it was expected, maybe there were like a lot of people around at the time and you couldn't really say what you really wanted to say to him. But I feel like your brother's not going to have like judgments on you or whatever. Like, you're going to be able to say whatever you need to or want to with your brother around. This is something you've been wanting for a very long time, this hunger. You're not sure, consciously you're not sure if you do or don't want it, but deep down, you do. You truly do want, that connection. You want that closure. You've been kind of angry about it, but doing this trip is going to let that go for you. It's not necessarily going to give you answers because, he can't speak to you, but you might see, signs and symbols that you've been seeing throughout the past couple of years that you've been, unsure of. Well, is that him? Is that not? You're going to get confirmation on that for sure. Success, it's going to be a good trip. There's going to be energy there. It's going to flow. Magic. Don't be scared of anything that happens. Just kind of, it's meant to be. Anything weird that happens is meant to happen. It's meant for you to see it and be in that energy. So, absolutely go. For sure. Yeah. Feeling really strong. That's fair. Let's see, fair. If it's just, with your brother or something, that'd be fine. If you go to visit the grave in, groups or something, go with, your fun cousins or whatever. But, because I feel like it's going to get weird. I feel like some weird supernatural thing is going to happen when you go to that place, and it's going to just give you all the answers. If it may be, 3 raccoons having a picnic right on the thing that ultimately, they end up following you or something. And that's just me doing, a long shot because I like raccoons, but, something weird like that is going to happen. Or, just there's going to be, a cat in the cemetery that just, comes over and, sits with you guys. You know what I mean? I don't know if you were here on our other stream on, Thursday that I had, but I was talking about when my grandpa passed, because he passed when I was, 15, and my parents, my mom had just got remarried and stuff. My actual dad was, kind of a dick, but I would always, call my grandpa at, 15 to kind of get, a man's perspective. He was, my stand-in dad, essentially. And he passed when I was 15, totally unexpected. He had a heart attack. And no, your dad is not angry. I feel like it's been, your internal anger. Maybe, I don't know if he passed suddenly or if he didn't. You've been angry for, not having an answer to something and not being able to say what you needed to say. It's a low-key anger. It's just kind of, a low-key annoyance. But that's going to be removed. But yeah, when my grandpa passed when I was 15, and he lived in Florida, so I couldn't even go to the state to see him or anything. Like, I just kind of had to deal with, like, the funeral and stuff, and I never really got to say goodbye. But after he passed, I saw symbols everywhere, like, literally everywhere. And I don't know if you were here on Thursday, but let me just really quick get my box. I'm going to get, you're going to be impressed, I'm telling you. Okay. So this is like one of my most prized possessions, but I kept getting like birds and dimes and whatever, and I'm like, symbols are great, but what are you trying to tell me? I need actual words because I'm stupid, and seeing numbers or a certain bird doesn't actually tell me anything. So I started finding fortune cookie inserts everywhere. Everywhere. In my shoes, jacket pocket I haven't worn since whatever, but like anywhere. Like, even at work, I would find them underneath the cash register at a retail job. Like, are you kidding me? So many of them. So many. But, it really... Okay, so if it was an abusive father, I feel like that's... Yeah. I feel like that anger is going to be let go. Because that is kind of like a pent-up resentment, I feel like maybe in your dreams, you need to see, like, his side of the situation. Sometimes when we see, like, how our parents grew up, we kind of forgive them for a couple of things here or there. So, if he was abusive, maybe he was abused and that's all he knew. It's unfortunate, but it is, a possibility. But ask for something uniquely specific. Like, broad enough where it's just like an object or whatever. But it helps to have something specific to read or an actual message. But, yeah, no, I would find these everywhere. And, like, it's fortune cookies, so, like, really, how direct is it going to be? But, like, at least it was something other than seeing a bird or having a dime in my pocket, I would get things like this, take the initiative and let others support you. Like, that's a thing that I needed to hear. Yeah, I have so many, dude. It's ridiculous. And I used to get dimes, too. Like, so I still have some in here. That's a penny. Like, I cannot make this stuff up, that I would find these literally everywhere. At my friend's house. Like, how? Why? When? What? It is so confusingly brilliant, and it makes me laugh and smile and brings back all the joy I wish, I still had in my life from my grandpa. So, ask for something that's weird and specific, but broad enough to come to you in any location, situation, scenario. Numbers are always good. Like, and if you weren't really close, maybe fortune cookies is the way to go. I don't know if you eat a lot of, like, Chinese food or whatever, but, I know my parents would. And, like, just kind of, ask for something specific. Ask for the fortune cookies and be like, hey, but, like, write out the things you wish you could have told me, I did kind of get my answer, I really just, I was at such, like, a vulnerable, weird point in my life at that time, because I was, like, 15, and I was still kind of dealing with, like, my parents' divorce. Both of my parents were getting remarried, separately, And, like, my actual father is, like, kind of a douchebag as well. Like, he was more so, like, emotionally abusive and, like, manipulative and stuff. He, like, disinvited me to his second wedding for no reason. Because he didn't want the attention to be on me and not him. Which is the most bullshit answer ever. But, regardless. Very vulnerable point in my life. Yeah, that, exactly. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, because it fucking doesn't. But my grandpa was the one that I leaned on during that time, because I was like, okay, well, I don't really want to, like, fully trust my stepdad, because I don't know him. My actual dad's a dick. My grandpa's cool as hell, and I would be there all the time, like, growing up as a kid and stuff. So that's what I navigated towards. But me and him, like, didn't really have, like, a lot of stuff, like, in common. Like, he played golf all the time, like, and watched, you know, I don't even remember, but, like, he was not, we had different personalities, but, like, we got each other, you know? I believe, he was a Gemini and I'm a Libra, so we kind of got along in that regard. But he was there for me when I needed somebody, and then he just went poof. And, yeah. Yeah, no, and like, just the things that were sent in these, like, the messages that I would get on the fortune cookies, I'm like, tell me, I said out into the universe, I said, you know, the messages on these cookies, like, tell me what I need to hear right now in this moment. And I would get things, you know, like, this one has to, yeah, this one. I remember this actually too, because I was leaving retail. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Autograph your work with excellence. Which is like, do it how you want to do it, and it doesn't matter what anybody says. You know, you have a job to do, and that's that. But this, honestly, the best. Exactly. You just have to ask for the right things. And you know what? You will ask for 5 of the wrong thing before you get to what works for you. Fortune cookies are definitely unique, but maybe you go with, like, those little, I don't want to say neon signs, but you know the ones with, like, the little dots, the letters and stuff, and they just scroll through, right? I'm getting those. Maybe ask for that. If, like, you have, like, a sign or something underneath, it's just usually, like, red or green lettering or whatever, and it's like, oh, call us today for whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's what you need. I'm getting Aquarius vibes, House 11, like, tech, kinda. It has to be something random that you see out in the world that can be altered and changed based on the situation. I don't know. Yeah, look out for those. It usually has, like, the red lettering or something, like little dots and stuff. What is it called? I'm so bad with words. Not a scroll bar. Not me Googling scroll bar with red lettering. It's not even gonna give me what I want. It's got LED lights. Yeah, one of these. Okay. Like one of, like these LED signs. Like something like that. You know how they come across at, like, the bottom of, like, businesses or whatever? It will be like, oh, call today, blah, 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 1-800. But I feel like those often can sometimes say something different. So something like that. That's just what I'm seeing in my head. Because that's, like, oddly specific enough, you know what I mean? Hi, Rashab. I definitely see your messages above. I was just finishing up that reading. I'm so sorry. Let's see. And Nanda, yes, you can do a message as well. Any questions you want. I initiated the conversation. We kept staring at each other, but I didn't talk to her. Should I message her on social media? Does she let me back? Alright, we don't have to post multiple questions. I always scroll back up and read. But I can definitely read that. Did Alicia have... Would she like me if I initiated the conversation yesterday? Yeah, in Vietti, I see that as well. You guys really don't have to, like, repost questions. In fact, it's actually better if you just post the question once, because I will see it, and I don't want anybody's questions to get ignored or, like, totally bypassed. And if I see, like, a couple of the same one, I'll scroll. But yeah. That's okay. No worries. If you're new here, it's totally okay. You guys are fine. Let's see. All right. Thank you. No, I really appreciate that. I'm from New England and very Italian, so I'm always going to pronounce things the wrong way. So I appreciate that. I'm so sorry. Thank you. All right, I'm reading for Rish right now. Hopefully it's okay if I shorten that like that. Oh my goodness. Why did my whole deck just explode? What is going on? Okay, I'm only going to keep anxiety because that card is face up, so that's fine. And you know what? I'll take those two. I will take those two. Success and comfort. Let's see. So we have nerves, but also success and comfort. What else do we got? My cards again. Can y'all behave, please? Whoop. Okay. So. Okay. So you guys are both scared of rejection. I feel like the feeling is mutual. You both kind of like see that, but it's hidden as well. So we have intuition, illumination, rejection, anxiety, success, and comfort. So with this, I feel like you have the intuition and illumination, both of you, to know that, you know, you guys do like each other. Your eyes are open to that. You have a gut feeling about it, but nobody's doing anything about it because you're both nervous about getting rejected. You know, she's nervous that you're going to say no to her and vice versa. But there is success and there's comfort here. So what I feel like you guys need to do is like go on a date that's not necessarily a date, or message her, but definitely message her, reach out, and, you know, see if, you know, go on a date that's not necessarily a date. Like, have a couple friends or something start out with you guys, and then have them leave, like, early, so that way you have the rest of the night to yourselves, if that makes sense. So that way, like, you know, the dinner and a movie or whatever is done with a group of friends, but then now you guys go out to, like, mini golf or something together, just the two of you, and it solidifies that connection. But yeah, I think that's what's up. I think it's both yes from both sides, but you guys are just too nervous and holding on to that, oh, they don't want me, you know, kind of feeling. But just ride that out, let it pass, and absolutely you got it. You guys both got it in the bag. She likes you too, don't you worry. All right, now we have Vadehi. Let's see. What is the Aries? Let's be the Aries feeling. Let's see. Be the Aries. No isolation, no cleansing. Interesting. Whoa. One of these days, I'm gonna actually like lose my cards because they explode too hard. Okay. Space, and rest, and be the Aries, be the Aries. Okay. And frustration. So, you know, so Aries is a very, I do what I want, I don't care what anybody thinks kind of energy. And they are, you know, we have movement, space, rest, frustration, isolation, and cleanse. So, with this, there is always a lot of movement with an Aries. But I feel like isolation and space is a weird one. I never like when these two cards come out together because it feels like an opposite message. So, no isolation, but space. So, I feel like, we have no cleanse, no isolation. So right now, they do have like some clearing out that needs to be done, but in order to do that, they do need to be by themselves for a second, and before they actually dive into something serious. Right now, they're not getting that opportunity because they have a lot going on. There's a lot around them and stuff. And any time that they do have to themselves is being used for rest and, like, recoup. But they also need to spend some of their alone time doing some self-reflection. And that's what's not being done. There is frustration because they have things that they want to do, like, their own. And it's just not happening for them. But they do know what they want to fix. Like this mystery being upright tells me that they know what they want to fix. They just don't know how. Now, this Aries, let's see. What else do we need to know about the Aries? Whoop. Growth. Okay. Yeah, so they know what they need to do to grow, but they are also, like, looking inward to do that. They have to spend time a little bit alone in order to grow into the person that they want to be. And I feel like they need to do that first before they get into any serious relationship things, because if they get into a relationship now where they're still at, like, they're not going to have the capacity for a successful relationship. Like, whatever they have to fix is going to be a burden in the relationship if they get into it now. But if they wait until they've kind of figured it out, it's a little bit better. Yeah, reflection. Exactly. You're very welcome, my friend. Yeah, Rich, definitely message her, but, like, be casual. Like, keep it chill. Like, play like, hey, we're gonna go out with a bunch of friends, and it's fine. Like, keep it low-key, because you don't want to, like, scare anybody. You don't want to give too much too quick, because if somebody's, like, nervous of getting rejected, then they could also be like, oh, well, then why do you all of a sudden want me at the same time, you know? But I know, you got this. You got this. Keep it chill, and you got it. All right, friends, who's next? Man, we had a lot today. Good stuff. If you haven't liked yeah, absolutely ask another one. If I had, like, a few, like, at once, like, one person, then one person, then one person, then, yeah, I would have said leave a space, but you're fine. Yeah. I'm probably going to be here for, like, maybe another half hour before I go and do some stuff around the house. But yeah, today was a good reading day. I'm very happy. You're so welcome, my friend. Just remember to give this stream a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, I forgot to pin my comment at the very top. But yeah. There is a donation link in the description as well if anybody feels like donating. Of course, it is not required, so. But always appreciated. Your girl's got bills to pay. But yeah. What do we got? What is the Leo feeling for you? And you do like this guy. Let's see. What does Mr. Leo need? What do we got? Yeah. Okay. I really need to get like a little pair of gloves or something. Like a little... I need fingerless gloves like an emo kid so I can hold my cards but have my hands be warm. Where are my emo gloves? Okay. Alright. This Leo. This Mr. Lion. Okay. You know, these did come out before, but they were very shuffled. I don't know. Okay. Right now, they're going through it because they are lacking energy and it's dragging them down. Like, their energy that they have is being spent in a lot of different ways, and it is weighing on them, but it's also doing good things, success. We have no protection, which is interesting. Mr. Leo, what do we got? Flow and surrender. Give me more. Give me more. Come on. I know you know how to, thank you. And isolation. Okay, so, yeah. So I think right now, they need to, like, do their own thing, like, by themselves right now, and they are kind of giving up the relationship aspect of just all of their life. Like, they're just not talking to anybody, which is odd for a Leo, honestly, but they're working on themselves and what they need to do everything the way they want. We have lack of energy and lack of happiness, but we do have success. We do have surrender, which is giving something up. So right now, they're giving up their energy and their happiness for whatever this success is. Whatever they want to do it, though. Like, it's willing. They know that they have to be kind of, like, alone to do this. Maybe he's doing, like, computer programming or something, so he's got, like, a lot of codes. It's like, really complicated, so he's up late at night, and he has to kind of do it alone. Like, you can't necessarily do, like, a coding thing with a group of people. Each person is, like, kind of responsible for their own stuff. It is a flow. They know it's a cycle that they have to go through, but they cannot protect anybody else while they're doing this. They cannot, like, be, the lion that they want to be, like, and have, protect his pack, because he's doing all the self-work right now. But honestly, just let it go, take its time, flow, because if everything's a cycle, so this will pass, just flow and hang in there. Because if you stick around for the long run like that, he's going to see that you were dedicated as well, and that's going to mean a lot to him in the long run as well. Yes. Don't dwell on it too much. Know that it's a him issue, not a you guys together issue. And yeah. You are so welcome, my friend. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. Amina, actually, go ahead, ask another one, and I'm gonna pull a bonus for you because I'm genuinely curious to know, like, what signs and symbols you might be getting. So I'm gonna actually do my index card deck after this next question, and we'll see what we get. Because I'm intrigued. Hi, Mo. Yeah, you can absolutely ask something. Okay, let's see. Is there hope for you and R? Let's find out. All right, R. What do we got? R and Amina. What's R got going on? Anxiety. Pain. Protection, isolation. And that's how I know my cards shuffled right, because these came out the last reading, but protection is upright this time. That's how you know. Alright, so with R, what do we got? Is it just about finances and stuff? Whoa, hey, let's not do that. Okay. What do we got for R? Oh my god. I am so sorry. My hands are broken today. If my hands aren't broken, my cards are. Please. Please. Okay. I did see growth this way when I initially flipped that over, so that's my bad. So we have isolation, surrender, pain, protection, intuition, anxiety, growth, illumination, upside down, and sweetness. So there's something that's not being seen here with that isolation, with this illumination upside down. We have surrender, somebody has to give something up. Isolation, being alone, thinking, reflecting. Pain and protection. Sometimes pain is protection. It's very rare that that happens, but it's true. There was one time I'll give an example. There was one time in my life I was at kind of like a weekend block party in my city. It was just like a festival just to kind of get everybody to go to the businesses and bars and whatever. And the bar that I was in was a downstairs basement bar where there was no cell phone service or anything. I was with 4 of my girlfriends and we were fine. We were safe. But my boyfriend was up with his other friend, he was with his guy friends, and we were kind of meeting up and then splitting off and meeting up and splitting off type of thing. So we kind of had best of both worlds. Anyway, so when I was in the downstairs basement club, he was outside in the general area, and some idiot decides to light off a firework. Now, a firework in a big crowd makes people think that somebody's getting shot and everything is just chaos. In a second, everybody started screaming, panicking, whatever. Nobody knew where anybody was or anything. I was safe in a basement with no cell service, and he couldn't reach me, and that made him scared. So when he came and saw me and realized, he kind of pulled my arm a little hard. Oh my God, what is going on? Where are you? I couldn't get a hold of you. But that was because of his fear. He was scared because he wanted to protect me. Yeah, it was kind of why are you reacting to me like this? But I put myself in his shoes and I realized, and I get that now, years later. But sometimes pain is protection. Sometimes the person that cares so deeply for you has to do something reactionary that may not feel good to you at the moment, but it's reactionary because they care so deep. So in some cases, pain is protection. We do have sweetness, growth, anxiety, and intuition. I feel like maybe they're not seeing it. Maybe they're not seeing you in the romantic way and how it could go. Like, yeah, there's going to be nerves about things, but it's knowing deep down. And they don't know deep down right now. Like, they're just not seeing it. I don't know what they have to... They have to let something go and do self-reflection before any progress can be made. Yeah, he just... I feel like if he's doing, like, just kind of, like, monetary stuff, stays for papers and financial things, I feel like that might even be pain as protection. Is it, like, a green card situation, or, like, because if it is a green card situation, then you have that pain of, that burden that's weighing on you is the protection for him. In a way. If it's not, it could be totally something totally different, but it just a similar vibe where, like, it causes you stress, but it's ultimately for the betterment. Maybe they... This one's a tough one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he doesn't want. I mean, let's see. You know that, but he's thinking that it's not like that. He's not seeing it from your way. And I feel like maybe you do need to scare him a little bit to, like, yeah, energy and confidence. You need to grow the pair in this situation and say, listen, I literally hold your life in my hands. This is what needs to go right, and if this is not followed how I want it, I have the power to destroy everything. Sometimes you do need to say, hey, look, I'm in fucking charge. Everything's separate. Well, I mean, if that's what he wants, he's sacrificing, he's giving that up. That's kind of part of the free will if he does or does not want to change. You can only show him what's going on and, let him know this is what's up from your perspective, and whatever he chooses to do would be his own free will. We can all only do so much. But I think if you just let him know that you're in charge in this situation, and if he does that, this is what's going to happen. You're telling him exactly what's up, and you're not, pulling any side, you're not pulling anything out of left field on him. You're telling him exactly what's up, and he's still choosing that. So ultimately, if he does choose that, that's on him. We can love people in, like, all sorts of different ways. Love can be tough. Sometimes, yeah, you have happiness again. Oop. And creativity. So sometimes it's kind of like finding out how we can uniquely tell the other person our perspective in a way that they will understand. It could have been, so because it was like a paper situation that it started from, I'm not sure if it was love, but it could have grown into love over the years, because that does happen as well, but I don't think it started that way. And I think you need to realize, to tell him, hey, this is not cool anymore. If you do this, you are literally giving up everything and changing all of your life. And kind of put it into perspective for him, and then I think he'll snap out of it a little bit. But he may still need, like, some time to, like, do his own thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because there was no reason to have that chase anymore. It was, I got what I wanted. Cool, my papers are signed. I'm chilling. Which is unfortunate, but that is somehow some people are just like that. They are literal leeches who will just take and take and take and take and have never given anything a day in their life. So, I think you need to take away so that way he has to give, you know? I think happiness came out because ultimately, like, it was for the betterment of both of you. You know, you had a companionship and he had his papers in order. So it was kind of like you guys were both happy with the deal at the time. And in order to get happy again and get back to that space, you're going to need to just kind of like reevaluate. And ultimately, I think you're going to be happier after you get it off your chest and tell him. And that's going to help him just be like, oh yeah, I am kind of coming off that way. You know? Alright. Monique says, can you guide your red card in career? Is it neat that I should opt for this year with full preparations? Is there any chance this year? Alright, I only half understand that question, not gonna lie. I can definitely do a reading for your career. Should you opt out this year for full preparations? Like, is that like taxes? Because I'm here to like tell like general energy and stuff. Oh, neat, and his exam. Okay, yeah, cool. Any chance this year? Okay, thank you so much for clarifying. Yep, I can definitely do signs and stuff, Amina, for sure. I absolutely want to do that for you. I definitely want to get this other one out of the way first, and then we'll do that. I'm actually going to use my index cards and stuff with the dates and the colors and months and all that yada yada for you too. Just to get real down to it. Okay, so right away, we have consciousness, space, and growth. So, I think yes, but let's see. Yeah, medical exams can be the worst. I actually went to school for medical billing and coding and did not pass the exam. So, I know how it can be. It's 5.5 hours, 150 questions, and each question was a full page long, like crazy. This was upside down, actually. Obviously, exams cost money to take them, and if you need to take a retake, that's going to be more. Let's see. What do we got for the exam? What do we need to do? Protection. Whoop. All right. No. Yes. Okay, illumination, fear. I'm going to turn both of these, actually. Okay. So. We have fear, protection, abundance upside down, growth, space, consciousness, and illumination. And peace. I think one went under the couch, and if it is, I'm grabbing that one. I'm like 90% sure there's one under the couch. Oh my don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay. There is not one under the couch. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I had to crawl underneath my table for that. Kieran, I do see your message. You don't have to post multiple times. I've been going back and scrolling up for questions. I will get to it as it comes through. I have like 2 more, I think, and then that will be your question. So let's see. For this. So, Moni, I'm not sure. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm most definitely pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, we have peace, illumination, fear, consciousness, space, protection, abundance upside down, and growth. So, I'm seeing that ultimately I think you will pass, but you may also need to do a retake. Medical exams are very tough, and they know that. They don't make it easy to pass, like, so that way, you know, they do have the best of the best actually working in the field later on. And I think, and flow. Yeah. If you do have to take a retake for anything, Mohini, okay, sorry. I am Italian and from the Northeast, so I will always pronounce things wrong. Anyway, but no, I see that. I think it's possible you might have to retake one of the exams, but you'll pass the second time. Knowing that it's part of the process, that sometimes we have to come back to things, sometimes the cycles work in different ways. Whatever went wrong the first time, you're gonna totally understand what went wrong and learn from it and grow from that. We also have consciousness, so like you're being very mindful of it, you're aware of, you know, X, Y, and Z steps and everything, but you still have fear. Fear is always going to be in the back of your mind. What if I don't pass? What if I don't pass? You need to just forget it. That doesn't exist. Put fear out of your mind. There's illumination here. Peace, ultimately, is the result. Growth. But you're going to need to consciously, mindfully, actively, every single day, give yourself the time, space, compassion, and calm to go through and pass everything. Kieran, once again, please do not repeat your question like that. I do scroll back up through the entire text, so you really only have to send it just once, okay? Anybody that spams my chat will be blocked in time. I care about each reading, so I need to, like, actually go through and, like, I give an in-depth description of everything that I see. I'll get that next here again for some other crewing. I can actually serve. That's fair. I think in this situation, maybe you could do, like, a medical receptionist or something and, like, you know, answer the phone, like, get your foot in the door. But something that you know you're not entirely responsible for. Like something you can just shut the door at the end of the day and walk away from, and you don't have to stress about it at home, but you're still in the medical field and you're like kind of being surrounded by that energy to kind of further your way. Yeah, I know it's really discouraging sometimes, like when you do have to, you know, retake exams and stuff. When I went for my medical billing and coding exam, I was 3 points away twice. Not one time, 2 times. 3 points away. So I was like, you know what? It's maybe not for me. But I feel like you're actually going to pass the second time. So you'll be okay. I would try for like a medical thing where you're working for another company. If you're starting your own business like that, that's going to be a completely different direction. Like, there's so much more for, like, doing your own business than you actually think about. Like, you have to do all of, like, the back end stuff and set up the website and set this up and then make sure people actually see your page and profile and communicate. So there are different aspects to everything. Whereas if you did, like, some sort of, like, medical records, whatever, where you're still getting paid, but you're making sure the charts are correct or whatever, you know, it's not something that you're taking home with you at the end of the day and stressing about when you're home. So that way you do have time to study and actually, you know, do things how you gotta do them. All right. Alright, and then going career, we did that. Okay, so Kieran came through first, and then we'll go to Amina for the symbol from Dad. Hey Rain, absolutely. I have a couple questions to go through first, but definitely put it in the chat and I got you. Alright, for Kieran, will Arf reconcile with you in the near future? Let's find out. Oh my god. Okay. So we got anger. In the future. Will he reconcile? Okay. We have anger, confidence, determination, creativity, hunger, and one more would be, okay, surrender and comfort. I feel like yes, but it's going to take him a while. It's going to take him longer than you think. So, whatever happened with you guys, like, he's still kind of mad about it, but he understands that, you know, you're ultimately right, and if this is him having to give something up, like, he gets that. Like, but he also wants to do better. Like, hunger is wanting to do better. We have determination, confidence, creativity, and comfort. So he's going to find a creative way to, like, go about whatever this issue is. He's still angry right now, but ultimately knows that, you know, you said what you said for his betterment, not just to, like, speak and be meh about it, you know? Can I get one more, please? One more cards. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe. And I also have a donation link in the description if anybody feels like it. And space. Yeah, so Kieran, you're just going to have to give them a little space so that way they can kind of figure things out and go from there. So this is like, you do bring them comfort though. Like, they do value your opinion. It's just when it goes different than what they think, that's when they kind of get a little, you know, amped up. I feel like this person's a fire sign. Or they have, like, fire sign, like, communication placements. Like, if you phrase something the wrong way, they think, oh, what? And they get all fired up. But they don't mean it. That's just how they react because of that fire communication. Give me 1 second. Okay. That was just the neighbors. I was thinking that somebody was coming up to my place. But But yeah, ultimately, I think... Okay. Yeah, I think right now, like, if they kind of have, like, that hyped up personality, that's what's coming off. So if they seem like they're upset to you, it's just them being passionate. You'll know when they're angry, because they will get, like, like, mad, you know? But yeah, let's move on. All right, Amina, let's do it. I can't hold it any longer. We got to see what we need, what's coming through. All right, so just for context, because I know we have a couple people in here right now. Amina's father passed a couple years ago, and she's finally going to go to visit him. And we want to know what signs and symbols we're going to be getting from the beyond. So, let's see. Got 3 and February. Wasn't it like April 3rd or something? Interesting. Okay. I need to relax because I'm going to shuffle like trash. Okay. Okay. And then Taurus. Is there any importance with February? Did he like pass in February? Is his birthday in February? Maybe you guys did something together in February before the, you know, as one of the last times or something. Yep, so let's see. Give me more. Blue. Okay. Yes, give me the juiciness. Okay. That's a chunk. I need like a couple more. That's coming out. That's a chunk. Ooh, and October. Okay. What else? Give me some good. Aquarius and Leo. Interesting. There you go. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. What else do we got? I need more, please. Okay. Sagittarius and Pisces. Do you have like a lot of siblings? I feel like I got all the signs of your siblings. That's good. Put that out there. I feel like okay. So Mina's a Sag. One of your friends, one of the things, Aquarius, let's see. Aquarius is your brother, you had blue eyes, 3 is the day. Okay, I'm like narrowing this shit down. And his birthday's in October. So what do we got? Is this maybe like, maybe your mom? Is your mom a Pisces? Oh my God. Girl, you cannot make this shit up. I don't know, why February? Did something happen this past month in February? Like, did you get, like, was there... Your mom's Gemini. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. I feel like maybe... Well, did you hear about the trip in February? And I got Moon. if you know any of like their charts, like this could be also like a sun, like a moon or rising placement too. I feel like February, it was like this past February. Last year. Oh, there you go. That still counts. And then Virgo. Interesting. Can I have like another number or something? Give me a number or a day or something, please. I know I wrote them down. July and Aries. Also, maybe just came out of my file. Last year. Okay. So let's see. Amina. And then night. Was it a nighttime ceremony? So I feel like he was like, I was there. I was at your whole wedding. I saw all of your wedding. That's what I'm getting. Okay. This is nutso. This is what I'm saying. This is like a preview of your trip right now. No, he was though, but he was. You just couldn't see him. He was there. I'm like, I'm gonna cry right now. Oh my god. No, he was there. I'm getting that he was sad he didn't get to walk his little girl down the aisle. Oh my god, I could cry. No, for real. I feel like your marriage itself has been, like, such a blessing, though, and, like, so good to you. Like, your man is, like, or woman or whatever, like, your marriage is, like, thriving, you know? Yeah, no, but he was there in spirit. He was totally with you. Did something happen for Valentine's Day this past year? Because that February is still kind of confusing me. And July is different too. Oh my god. I love it. You can't make this stuff up. Was it like a full moon? I feel like the moon was huge that night. Maybe there was like, the moon was like perfect with like the little clouds kind of. Oh my god. Stop. I feel like this was like maybe. I like wish I could give you like the biggest hug in the world right now because my god. No, you were seriously. You need to ask for a specific sign because this is crazy. It's that energy is here. It's like, let's go. I think February is referencing, like, I keep hearing, like, Valentine's Day gift, like, an extra special Valentine's Day gift where, like, it seemed, like, different, like, something they wouldn't normally get you, but it still made sense. I don't know. I feel like Taurus kind of goes with, oh, man. Yeah, no, I feel like you're for sure gonna get, like, signs and symbols and everything. Absolutely. There's no way you won't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So February, I feel like a Valentine's Day thing for February, like an unconventional gift that, like, seemed kind of left field, seemed a little off, but still made sense. You know, like somebody getting you, like, a bookshelf for all of your books or something versus, like, a gift card to go and buy more books. You know what I mean? Something that's, like, different. But I feel like it is a Valentine's Day gift. Just unexpected. Maybe it just passed, maybe it's next year. Either way, I feel like a Valentine's Day thing. And then the Neptune. Yeah, no, I feel like February, maybe this past. If you were married on the 15th, that's excellent. That's awesome. I think it's the present that your partner gives you, but it's going to feel like it came from your father. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a very dad type of gift. Like the nuts and bolts to hang up your TV versus the actual TV. You know what I mean? Something along those lines. And the Neptune, so Neptune energy is like all, let's see. Let's find out. So Neptune's for inspiration. So it's more so like the subconscious, your dreams, your illusions, your fantasies, like what gets you going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think this February is a future thing if it didn't just pass this past February. I think future for sure. I think, you know what I think, is next year, next February, you're going to have things figured out. So Neptune is like inspiration, dreams, like moving on with life and everything. You know, just your inspiration, like what motivates you, what has you going. And I feel like this energy has had you feeling stuck for a long time. And you're finally going to be figuring yourself out this year. The trip is going to kickstart it for you, right? So the trip is going to be like, maybe I could do that. And you're kind of going to be like playing around with it in your head for a little while. And, you know, later on, maybe in October, you know, a couple months down the line, you're going to be taking it a little bit more serious. But by February next year, it's going to be like bing, bang, boom, like everything's going to be happening. And things are going to be totally like different, but in like the best possible way. And it's because it's been protected by your dad. Like, absolutely for sure, ask for like a symbol, whether it's like an animal, a specific set of numbers. Like, I will commonly ask for 107 because that's my birthday, and I will see it a lot. But ask for a certain symbol when you are on the right path, and that will help because you'll see it a lot. Yes, definitely. Oh, Amina. Oh, big, big, big hug. I'm so glad that I could give you some sort of clarity. Honestly, text your brother right now and say, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. Thank you so much, my friends. Seriously. I love you all too. I do it mostly for free. I do accept donations if you want to. You know, your girl's got bills to pay, but I'm just happy to give people clarity on what they need and, you know, any answers I can. I believe I did. Kieran, I believe I did answer one of your questions earlier. If you have another one, go for it. I know the last reading was very long. We had a lot of people in here. It's been a real good day. Oh, thank you, my friends. I hope so too. All right, I believe I said I was gonna skedaddle by like 1 o'clock and it's 1:19. All right, I'm going to do one last question. Somebody ask right now. Go. Bing, bang, boom, last one. And I will be back tomorrow. There we go, I love reading, cool. My chat is like super small right now, so if anybody else like messaged, I'm so sorry. That was just the one that I saw. Okay. And then these were right side up. Cool. Let's go for it. Anybody that I didn't get to today as well, like, absolutely message me anything. My inbox is always open. I'm also on Instagram at the same handle, so if you want to ask questions there, feel free, and I will have it like first up at the next live session that I have. Okay, so love reading we have. So my death card, I take this as new beginnings, so that's like a transformation basically. We do have pain, so it may be something that is, you know, shakes you up a little bit. However, it will be for the best. What goes up must come down, and what comes down must go up. We have faith, rest, balance, mystery, determination, and creativity. So whatever issue this is, in love, I feel like, you know what? I feel like this is like a new perspective in love. You're realizing that you yourself were causing your own self-pain, and you're going to be doing something better with that. I'm not specifically sure how, but you're turning over a new leaf in yourself. And it is going to be painful to realize what you've been doing wrong. It's going to be one of those, oh my God, have I been saying that to people all my life? Have I like really been saying that? Have I been doing that? Is that how I've been making people feel? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But you have the determination, literally the determination and the hope to come back from that. And you're going to find different ways to, you know, speak to people, and, you know, you're going to get creative with how you express yourself as a person, and that's going to ultimately help your love life. Because if you can communicate with people well, then they can receive you well. So that's definitely a thing. Rest and balance. So, you know, balance your rest. Make sure that you're, you know, taking time for you and not always worrying about what everybody else needs. Your needs are also important. So get that beauty sleep and balance that life. And it's okay to tell people no if you need to do something to get your own rest. This mystery, you're figuring it out. You're figuring out what this issue is, what this new beginning and pain and whatnot is. You're finding it out. And you're going to find creative ways to kind of still do this, but in a different way. So if you were kind of asking people, like, what's like a weird question? What can I use as an example? Like, if I just go along and drag my best friend with me everywhere and only do what I want in this, and then I realize, like, she calls me selfish later or something, my eyes are open and I realize that I can find creative ways to still be a little selfish and get what I want here or there, but also be compassionate towards them. So that's what I'm getting here. And I hope that makes sense. So just, do some self-assessment, see where you're at. You're going to realize whatever this issue is, but it will pass. You're going to figure it out, and it's going to be okay, and that's ultimately going to help your chances with love life. Because I do feel like it may be phrasing or how you're speaking to people, just based on that. But yeah. Kieran, again, what is your question? Because I did answer one question before from you. I asked, you asked me, will Arif reconcile with you in the near future? And I did answer that one. So that is, feel free to scroll through in the video if it's a different question. Yeah. You're so welcome, my friend. Best of luck to you in that situation. And you know what? It's day by day, hour by hour. Like, it's not going to totally change overnight as well either. I am actually just about to get off of here in a second. I'm waiting for Kieran to say if they had another question or not. I do have an Instagram if you want to send any questions there, and I will get to it the next live that I'm on. I just have stuff to do around the house, and I've been here for a couple hours now. I go live usually around like 10:30 during the week. I'm honestly aiming for like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I have done Tuesday and Thursday lives before as well. You usually check around like the weekdays around 10 o'clock Eastern time. All right. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have an Instagram as well, Lazy Lady Tarot over there. And I have a donation link through Streamlabs in the description if anybody feels like it. Again, you're not obligated to, but always appreciated because your girl got bills to pay. Alright, Sacred Beauty, I will take yours because I did 3 times for Kieran asking for their question, so yeah, let's go for it. Sacred Beauty, what you got? And this one will be the last one today, just so everybody knows. Okay. Doo-doo. All right, going once. Going twice. I know the chat is delayed from the video, so I'm trying to take a little bit. 2 1/4. 2 1/2. 2 and... Okay. Two people have questions and I'm not getting one. Okay. Alright, cool. You know what? I think that was enough of a gap. That was about 30 seconds or so. I know the chat has been pretty rapid fire all day, which is awesome. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great night, great rest of the week. Like and subscribe, leave a comment on the video afterwards if you feel like it, share to your friends, and yeah, we will see ya in the next one. Bye, friends!